Welcome to the Next in Line podcast. Today, we are talking about one of the most important truths in leadership. You cannot lead others well if you cannot lead yourself first. Leadership is not just what you do in meetings. It is not just what you say on stage. It is not just how you perform when everyone is watching. Leadership begins with the private decisions that shape your public influence. How do you manage your emotions? How do you keep your word? How do you respond when you are tired, frustrated, overlooked, or under pressure? The person you are when no one is watching eventually becomes the leader everyone experiences. Self-leadership means taking responsibility for your own thoughts, habits, attitude, emotions, and choices. It means you do not wait for someone else to motivate you. It means you do not blame everyone else for your lack of discipline. It means you understand that before you manage people, projects, teams, or organizations, you must learn to manage yourself. A leader who lacks self-control creates uncertainty. A leader who lacks discipline creates confusion. A leader who lacks emotional maturity creates fear. But a leader who can lead themselves creates trust. Your habits tell the truth about your leadership. How you manage your calendar speaks. How you respond to emails speaks. How you prepare for meetings speaks. How you handle conflict speaks. How you talk about people when they are not in the room speaks. People may listen to your words, but they follow your patterns. If your habits are careless, your leadership will eventually feel careless. If your habits are consistent, your leadership will eventually feel trustworthy. One of the biggest parts of self-leadership is emotional discipline. This does not mean you do not feel things. Leaders feel pressure, disappointment, frustration, fear, and stress. But emotional discipline means your emotions do not get to drive every decision. You can feel frustrated and still speak with respect. You can feel nervous and still show up prepared. You can feel disappointed and still stay professional. You can feel pressure and still make thoughtful decisions. The next in line must understand this. Emotional control is not weakness. It is leadership strength. A self-led person says, I own my response. I own my preparation. I own my growth. I own my attitude. I own my mistakes. I own my next step. That kind of ownership separates leaders from excuse makers. Excuses may protect your ego, but they will not develop your leadership. Responsibility is where growth begins. Here are habits every next level leader should practice. Start your day with intention. Before reacting to messages, meetings, or problems, decide who you need to be today. Prepare before you enter important conversations. Do not walk into rooms unprepared and expect influence. Review your behavior at the end of the day. Ask, where did I lead myself well today? Where did I lose control? What do I need to improve tomorrow? Keep your commitments. Every time you keep your word, you build internal confidence. Seek feedback. Self-leadership requires self-awareness, and self-awareness grows when you are willing to hear the truth. Before you lead others, lead yourself. Before you ask for trust, become trustworthy. Before you ask for responsibility, become responsible. Before you ask people to follow you, make sure your own life is moving in a direction worth following. This week, choose one area of self-leadership to strengthen, not 10. 1. Maybe it is your attitude. Maybe it is your time. Maybe it is your preparation. Maybe it is your emotional response under pressure. Start there. Because when you lead yourself well, you become safer, stronger, and more effective for everyone you are called to lead.